Hello everybody, today I am going to be mentally mapping some of the physical features of Europe to help you prepare for our upcoming physical feature quiz. So I've got my blank map, the one we used in class, and now I am going to start adding some of the physical features. So I think I'm going to start with rivers. And the important thing to know about physical features is that if you can remember your political geography, it's going to be a lot easier for you to put the physical features in. So starting with rivers, I'm going to find France, which is right here, and I'm going to add the Seine, which is right around in here. Remember, I'm mentally mapping, so it might not be exact, but it's as close as we can get, because mental maps are never perfect, but I'm going to check my work with my textbook in a few minutes. Another river that I'd like to add is going to be in Germany, and that's the Rhine River, which is about in this area here. The Rhine River. And then I'm going to stay in Germany, and I'm going to include the Danube. The Danube River starts here in Germany, and it flows down through Eastern Europe and ends in the Black Sea, which is down here. So I'm going to have it flow like this, and label it the Danube River. And while I'm down here, I might as well label the Black Sea, which some people say it looks like Australia. It's kind of like a little stretched out Australia. Or I like to see a motorcycle. You have the two handles, wheel, front wheel, back wheel, and then the seat. And then over here is the Caspian Sea. So I have my two of my Eastern European seas right there. Okay, so back to rivers, I'm going to add over here in Eastern Europe again, this right here starts Russia because here's Belarus and Ukraine, here's Russia. So I'm going to add my Volga River. So the Volga kind of has a Y shape, and then it helps me to remember because I ignore that part and I look for the V, and it reminds me Volga, V-O-L-G-A. Volga River. Okay, and I have one more river which is over here, and that is the Thames in the United Kingdom. Alright, so there we have the rivers that we need to know for our upcoming quiz. Now let's do mountains. The mountains, there are 5 mountain ranges that we need to know. I'm going to head back over here to the Volga River because it's always easiest for me to remember. The Ural Mountains are almost always, when you're looking at a map of Europe, the Urals are almost always going to be the end of the page of Russia because the Ural Mountains have the job of dividing Asian Russia, which would be over here, and European Russia. So the Ural Mountains are going to be around this area and near the Volga River. The other mountain range that's in Russia that we need to know are down here, right in between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, and those are the Caucasus Mountains. And they're kind of right on at the very border, bottom, southernmost border here of Russia before we get into Southwest Asia. Next, the mountains that separate France and Spain right here are the Pyrenees. And the mountains that cover Italy, parts of Italy, are the Apennine Mountains. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mountain ranges. I need one more, and that is the Alps, which are right through here. The Alps Mountains, right there. All right. So we've got all of our mountains and all of the rivers that we need to know. Not all of the ones in Europe, but the ones that we need to know in 6th grade. Now let's do peninsulas. There's so many important peninsulas because Europe is a peninsula. It's nicknamed the Peninsula of Peninsulas. So let's do peninsulas. And I'm going to start up here in the north. And this is called the Scandinavian Peninsula. Down here, Spain and Portugal is the Iberian Peninsula. Then we have this right here, the Italian Peninsula. And the last one is this area in here, and this is the Balkan Peninsula. So I've got the peninsulas ready and labeled on my map. Now let's do seas. Okay, I already labeled two. I labeled the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea because I was working in this Eastern European area. So I'm going to go and continue over here by my Baltic nations, the Mohawk of Superduck, again, remembering your political geography, of the Baltic Sea. Right there. Over here between Denmark and the United Kingdom is the North Sea. And right below my three peninsulas, my three southern peninsulas, is the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea. Very good. All right. Now I'm going to add those other couple of features that aren't exactly seas, but they do a lot of important work, and that one is up here, the English Channel, which connects the North Sea with the Atlantic Ocean. And then down here, the Strait of Gibraltar, which also connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean. It's right here. Okay. All right, so we've got our mountains, our rivers, our peninsulas, and our other important waterways, Atlantic Ocean, English Channel, Strait of Gibraltar. I'm going to add the Arctic up here, ocean. And then the last feature that I need to include is going to be our plain, our Northern European plain. Right in there. Okay? So those are your important features that you need to know for our upcoming quiz. So now I'm going to grab my textbook, my Europe textbook. I'm going to open it to page 219, and I'm going to check my work. So I'm just going to do this so we can see if the work that I just did matches. So you can see Iberian Peninsula, Pyrenees, Alps, Apennine, Italian Peninsula, Balkan Peninsula, Caucasus Mountains, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, North Sea. I'm going to get a little closer. And you can see that my physical features are not exactly placed correctly, but they're very close, and that's what we hope to get out of mental mapping. So when you do your mental maps to prepare for our upcoming quiz, always make sure that you check your work against the textbook, and the textbook on page 219 has the pages that you want. So I hope this video helped. Make sure that you use it as a tool to help you prepare for our quiz, and I wish you all the best of luck. Can't wait to see you in class. Bye-bye.